As Nancy Hunter, mother of 3 adult children and our resident Owenophile. I hope I pronounced that right. Yes, I had to look it up. It's a person who with a disciplined devotion to wine. Her dedication to discipline probably stems from the fact that she's a strong believer in education, has a degree in criminal justice from Clemson. No comments, John. And as a more mature adult, received her degree in interior design. Nancy's originally from Illinois and has been in Woodstock since 1984. She loves to cook, draw, photography, and tennis. And her favorite food is paella, Italian and seafood. I also discovered that she's a big travel freak and has probably been on more cruises than I have. And too many other exciting places like Australia, Europe, New Zealand, and traveled the Northeast, as well as the Caribbean. She's been adventure ziplining in Costa Rica with her daughter. And here's a cool, and I'm out of time. Wow. Nancy Hunter.
We're just about to hear something cool.
I know, right? Wait, you have to wait till next time.
I drank wine in Moscow. That was probably what he was about to say. Anyway, I'm Nancy Hunter with Wine Shop at Home, and y'all should have the phenotype assessment in front of you. So if you'll take just a minute to answer the questions, answer them as quickly as you can, whatever comes to mind first. Go ahead and circle it, and then add your response.
0 for me.
There you go. It's just one page. It's just on the front.
0 for me.
And then we'll go through and I can describe what your phenotype is. I do have a more complex phenotype assessment on my website for those of you who have not been to my website, but this one is going to get us through the 7 minutes a day. Tyler, don't think about it. Yeah, add up the numbers. There are 4 different phenotypes, so we're going to go through all 4 of them.
What if we drink coffee with no sugar and tea with a lot of sugar?
It's asking you about coffee, isn't it?
No, it's coffee / tea with
Oh.
sugar. They're both opposites.
Make a guess.
That's where I get it. I drink it green here, it's not black, it's really strong.
Now, say for instance, if we're
All right. So, if you scored between 15 and 25, you could be 2 different phenotypes, but there is a distinguishing feature between the 2. So the first one I'm going to speak about is the sweet phenotype. If you're the sweet phenotype between 15 and 25, you're physiologically among the most sensitive person. You probably have the most taste buds more than anyone else. You're also acutely sensitive to light, sound, touch, smell, and taste. The thermostat is rarely right. It's usually too cold. You're frequently irritated by the tags in your clothes. Picking the right sheets and pillowcases is a huge deal. It's got to be the right thread count. It's got to be the right feel. You want the sweet taste to mask the bitterness in both wine, and also you like salt in your foods to mask bitterness. You prefer wines low in alcohol. There's a high probability that your mom had morning sickness or serious heartburn with you. You drink wine less often than other people, and you tend to drink more light beer and cocktails when at home. 2/3 of you use sweeteners in your coffee, such as hazelnut or vanilla flavorings. And you're more likely to be younger and female. Also with a score of 15 to 25 is the hypersensitive phenotype. That's the largest segment of the population. You're often autistic. You may have attention deficit disorders. You love fragrances, avoid strong flavors, and high alcohol levels burned. Bitterness is extremely unpleasant. If you even drink coffee, you use plenty of creamer or sugar, and you are extremely opinionated about the roast level and even the origin of the coffee you drink. The tags in your clothes bother you as well. You might wear your underwear inside out because the seams bother you. Or you might go, Amanda, you might go commando. The difference between the sweet and the hypersensitive phenotypes, hypersensitive prefer drier wines, whether they're red or white. If you have a score between 5 and 15, you're a sensitive phenotype. You go with the flow. You're very open to trying new things. Frequently, you're the mediator in family, marriage, and business disputes. You're a team player. You tend to be more adventurous in both food and wine choices. You're more prone to variation. You might have coffee with a little creamer in the morning, maybe some black coffee in the afternoon and espresso at night, or vice versa. You're 25% of the population. You're predisposed to enjoy a wide range of flavors. You love a wide variety of mostly dry red or white wines. More limitations on bitterness and tannins, which is what makes you pucker. You typically look for impeccably balanced, smooth wines. You either really like oaky wines or you don't like oaky wines at all. You tend to like intense Chardonnays and bold Cabernet Sauvignons at first, but over time you find they're too much. And lastly is the tolerant phenotype. This score would be from -3 to 7. You love all things bigger, stronger, faster. It all equals better. You have a tendency to just gesticulate with your hand in a linear way. You're decisive, bottom line oriented. You might speak loudly because you can't hear very well. Quite literally, you see things in black and white. The 100-point wine system, it really makes sense to you. Big red wines are favorites. The more intense the wine, the better. You love intensity. You're able to tolerate many flavors others find intolerable, such as strong black coffee, cognac, scotch, and cigars. You find high levels of alcohol taste sweet. You seem oblivious to high levels of bitterness and tannin. You're more likely to be male and older. You choose wine over beer or cocktails at home. You choose wine almost exclusively when dining in a fine restaurant. When drinking beer, you choose beers that are less watery, diluted, or wimpy. You tend not to order sweet upgrades for your coffee. Now, following the phenotype, there is a menu that we have. It's our current menu, and it's divided into the 4 phenotypes. So based on the phenotype that you score today, you can look at that phenotype on the menu, and you would probably like all those wines. So we do fun things like this at our tastings too. So if you know somebody that would like to entertain and have an entertainer such as myself, have them book a wine tasting with me. Nancy Hunter, Wine Shop at Home. Thank you.